If we can be present to the moment with the person that we happen to be with at the moment, that's what's important.
Imagine if everyone was like him, how the world would be.
All right.
That's just how I
That's
think
the
about
question.
it.
Welcome back to the channel, my beautiful people, guys. Today, I've got Justin on the channel with us. Justin, would you like to say hello to the people?
What's going on?
Guys,
Well, thank you for having me.
Right, no, right, of course. I'm glad. It's good to have you on. For the context, guys, he is one of my. So I'm in America right now, and he's one of my American broskies. So you know, it's cool to get that British American collab going on right now and get them perspective. Today, speaking of perspectives, we're gonna be checking out Mr. Rogers, the best of Mr. Rogers. I'm fairly familiar with him, having checked him out only recently. How familiar would you say you are with Mr. Rogers?
Very surface level.
Wow.
I'm
Okay.
talking like, don't break the skin. I have not much knowledge of who Mr. Rogers is.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. Like all I'm gonna say before we get into it, I'm not gonna try and skew your reaction too much to him, but he is a character. Like he's. I don't think I came across a character like him before, and he's very, very influential for a whole generation. So, yeah, and just for context as well, Justin is also a Gen Zer like myself. So, you know, we didn't really grow up with him, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Yeah. So I'm excited to get a reaction to this. Guys, of course, before we get on, don't forget to smash that subscribe button as well as like the video. So you guys know you want to see more. And as well, if you want to see Justin come back on the channel, definitely smash that like button as well. And yeah, guys, look, enough jibber jabber, man. Let's just dive on into this one. Let's go.
Who's made a difference in your life?
Oh, a lot of people. But a lot of people who have allowed me to have some silence. And I don't think we give that gift very much anymore. I'm very concerned that our society is much more interested in information than wonder, in noise rather than silence. How do we do that? I mean, in our business, yours and mine, how do we encourage reflection? I trust that this book will do some of that, but oh my, this is a noisy world.
Now, Mr. Rogers is certainly one of the best
starting
things
off
that's
deep.
ever happened to
That
public
was
television, and his Peabody Award.
Insightful.
100%. And he gets into it.
When was that?
This interview, actually, I'm not too familiar when this was.
He kind of like called it.
Yeah.
That's where we're at right now.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. So these are just like a compilation of some of his moments. And we got another one here. This is on May the 1st. In 1969, he appeared before the U.S. Senate Commerce Committee requesting funds to help support the growth of a new concept, national public television. So from what I'm aware, and you guys comment if I butchered it a little bit, but obviously Mr. Rogers was a host of a kids show, and I think at the time they weren't getting as much funding and stuff like that. So he kind of went on to the Senate and stuff to convince them to continue to push support for this concept that he was doing, because what he was doing at the time was quite new, revolutionary, and it wasn't like the mainstream. Like, you know, you talk about pop culture, he was kind of doing something that was way more to like getting to people, to the core of people, a lot more authentic, not as like embellished or like trying to look all good like a lot of these kids shows were at the time. So yeah, this is him. That's a little bit of context going in. He's trying to get support for what he does. So here we go.
One of the best things that's ever happened to public television, and his Peabody Award is testament to that fact. We in public television are proud of Fred Rogers, and I'm proud to present Mr. Rogers to you now. Fred.
All right, Rogers, you got the floor.
This is what I give. I give an expression of care every day to each child to help him realize that he is unique. I end the program by saying, you've made this day a special day by just your being you. There's no person in the whole world like you, and I like you just the way you are. And I feel that if we in public television can only make it clear that feelings are mentionable and manageable, we will have done a great service for mental health. I think that it's much more dramatic that two men could be working out their feelings of anger. Much more dramatic than showing something of gunfire.
You narrate it?
I'm the host, yes, and I do all the puppets, and I write all the music, and I write all the scripts.
Well, I'm supposed to be a pretty tough guy, and this is the first time I've had goosebumps for the last 2 days.
Could I tell you the words
Yeah, and
of
by
one
the way,
of the...
that judge is known for like being like you said, a tough guy who doesn't really budge type thing.
I've had goosebumps for the last 2 days.
So that's a big deal.
Could I tell you the words of one of the songs which I feel is very important?
Yes.
And this is
This
gonna be a
has to
song
do
from
with
his
that
show.
good feeling of control, which I feel that children need to know is there. And it starts out, what do you do with the mad that you feel? And that first line came straight from a child. I work with children, doing puppets in very personal communication with small groups. What do you do with the mad that you feel? When you feel so mad you could bite. When the whole wide world seems oh so wrong, and nothing you do seems very right. What do you do? Do you punch a bag? Do you pound some clay or some dough? Do you round up friends for a game of tag or see how fast you go? It's great to be able to stop when you've planned a thing that's wrong and be able to do something else instead and think this song. I can stop when I want to, can stop when I wish, can stop, stop, stop anytime. And what a good feeling to feel like this and know that the feeling is really mine. Know that there's something deep inside that helps us become what we can. For a girl can be someday a lady, and a boy can be someday a man.
I think it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful. Looks like you just earned the $20 million.
Wow. And that was history right there.
That's,
How many kids?
That's personally impactful to me.
Okay. Yeah, talk
You know,
about it.
because like I told you before, you know, I took anger management when I was a kid. It was very important in my life. And that it's funny considering that I was in all those, you know, counseling programs and stuff. I never heard of this.
Really?
It seemed like, I mean, he's talking about being mad, so anger management was obviously a big thing about this, and how to express yourself. And wow, I'm just surprised I've never heard of this before. I'm like kind of taking it back.
Honestly, man, and the fact that it's even like impacting you a little, even from what you've heard so far, and this is only just the surface. Like it just goes to show this, like what Mrs. Rogers' message, what he put forward in the '60s, is like still affects people to this day. It's timeless. And yeah, man, you and I'm sure a lot of people watching can resonate with that. Literally, just right there. Wow.
Do you think are out there who
So
on
now we're on an interview that he did now.
How many kids do you think are out there who in 30 years you've influenced, who you've made a difference in and made them feel something special?
I don't care how many, even if it's just one. We get so wrapped up in numbers in our society, and the most important thing is that we're able to be one-to-one, you and I, with each other at the moment. If we can be present to the moment with the person that we happen to be with at the moment, that's what's important. It's such a good feeling to know.
And this was a little clip from his interview, and now you're gonna see a little segment of Miss Rogers' Neighborhood, the kids show I was talking about earlier.
Right.
That's what's important. It's such a good feeling to know
Right,
you're
you might
alive.
recognize
It's
this,
such a happy feeling. You're growing inside. You always make each day such a special day. You know how? By just your being yourself. I'll be back next time. Bye-bye. Well, I know that when I walk out of the studio
Mate, honestly, and I'm sure people watching, that little clip right there has probably done so much nostalgia for them watching this as a kid. He would do this at the end of every episode. The song like put on his jacket or his blazer, whatever that is, and then is it take off his shoes or replace his shoes, and it's like that stability that a lot of these people watching had when they were younger.
Yeah.
Right? So that's a little insight right there.
Right.
Know how? By just your being yourself. I'll be back next time.
Cool message
Bye-bye.
in it as well.
Well, I know that when I walk out of the studio someday and there is a child who has Down syndrome,
Right.
for instance, and that child comes up and gives me a hug, I know that that's the field that I want to be growing in, because I see that people who are not the fancy people in this world are the ones who seem to nourish my soul. And I want to learn how to be the best receiver that I can ever be, because I think graceful receiving is one of the most wonderful gifts we can give anybody. If we receive what somebody gives us in a graceful way, we've given that person, I think, a wonderful gift.
What he was doing with his show was like against the narrative of what was being pushed at that time as well. So, and talking about mental health as well was not a thing around this time as well. So
Right.
he was one of the few people that were actually pressing like this is something that is important.
Yeah, he leaves like this lasting effect on that whole generation of kids, and I'm sure some adults took a lot from what he said
Right.
too. So that just to be that inspiring and a pillar of internal strength must have been such a fulfilling life, you know. It's kind of interesting.
I think a wonderful gift. This is my friend Jeff Erlinger. He's one of my neighbors here, and I asked him if he would come by today. I'd like to sing that to you and with you.
Okay, sure.
It's you I like. It's not the things you wear. It's not the way you do your hair. But it's you I like. The way you are right now. The way down deep inside you. Not the things that
I do.
not your fancy chair. That's just beside
you.
Here, I just read something I think came from you. It's you I like, every part of you, your skin, your eyes, your feelings. Whether old or new, I hope you'll remember, even when you're feeling blue, that it's you I like. It's you yourself. It's you I like.
It helps to be loved in order to work in this life.
Please welcome Jeffrey Erlinger.
It is. Hey, Howard, I'm so glad to see you.
Oh, thank you for coming.
My pleasure.
It is, what a surprise.
Same kid in the wheelchair.
It's an honor to be here tonight, to be part of your proud this proud moment. You know, when you tell people that it's you I like, we know that you really mean it. And tonight, I want to let you know that on behalf of millions of children and grown-ups, it is you that I like.
Crazy. Standing ovation. Wow.
It's about what, in the end?
It's about being. It's about the things that matter to me.
Yeah.
It's about the white spaces between the paragraphs, which I think are more important than any of the text, because it allows you to think about what's just been said. I had a professor one time, I think he's on page 20 or 22. His name was Dr. William Orr.
Right.
And he said You know, Fred, there's one thing that evil cannot stand, and that is forgiveness. And you notice the rest of the page is blank?
Yes.
It needs a lot of time to think about that.
The best part about it is, as humans, as growing beings, you know how difficult it is to maintain that kind of outlook on life when you just experience it, you know, and how dark it could be, or how mean people could be, or just how difficult it could be, and to still, like, throughout the entirety of it, push this positive message about just being you and loving you and living in the moment all the way until the end. It's extremely impressive,
mate. Yeah, 100%. And he did push it to the end. I'm pretty sure, even till when he died. He was like, from a very young age, he was, even how he got into, because he does puppet work on his show and stuff, like, he was that kid playing with puppets who was scared and who had things that he was struggling with, like, mentally at that age, because you're a kid, right? You don't have to process any of that. And then obviously you see, because I've seen a documentary on him, and you see how it kind of all these things that fell into place whilst he, for his childhood, in his early adult years and stuff, which led to him actually getting to the Miss Rogers' Neighborhood show. Till after it now, like after now, where he's talking about it and he's being that figure, it's literally a life story, and he is a treasure, and a generational treasure for a lot of people watching. Like, Mr. Rogers, when you say Mr. Rogers' name, anybody says Mr. Rogers' name in a bad light, we're gonna have a whole slew of people after you, man.
I can see.
So I mean, obviously, if you do want to say something bad as well, I mean, I'm pretty like.
I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
Right.
That's kind of the point. He wouldn't look at you any differently.
So. Yeah. Also, in terms of, like, you know, Miss Rogers as a character, like, have you came across anybody like him? He's very calming. I don't know if you got that vibe about him as well. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, have I ever been around anyone like him? I don't know. Like, younger me would say yes, but as I've grown older and learned things about people, I don't think. Like, who knows what he was like in his personal time? Not to insinuate anything, but I'm just saying, like, that's what I learned growing up. Like, some of your childhood heroes, some of those great people have their downfalls too, and that's part of being an adult and a human. So, have I ever met someone that represents what he represents? I wouldn't say so, but I try to be that way.
I hear that's
as best as I can be.
Me and you both right there, man. Yeah. Oh, do you feel like he was someone for you that if you had him in your childhood, he would have been a big benefit, or do you think it would have made as much of a difference to how it is now? I'm just curious where you'd think if you knew about Mr. Rogers.
I think I have been extremely blessed with some of the greatest support systems that anyone could have. So I think he would just maybe would have replaced something else that I already had. So I don't think it would have made a big difference for me. I think I'm a time kind of person where I would know all the songs, everything. Like, I had anger management songs that I was taught to sing in the moments, and I never used it.
Who knows? They might have got that from Mr. Rogers.
Right. Maybe.
But not go on.
But I never used it, and until I understood the real meaning. It just was corny and like a little stupid song then for me. But when I got older, it became very valuable. So I think he would just replace what I already had.
I see. Yeah.
So that's to say, not that he's not impactful, but that I'm already extremely blessed to
you kind of already had something. Yeah. Okay. That's good to see. Yeah. That's good to see. And in many ways, I don't know for sure, but I feel like from maybe some of the stuff that you would have had influence in you at that age, and maybe quite a bit of it would have been. I don't know about quite a bit, but maybe some of it would have been influenced by Mr.
Oh yeah, he probably inspired the whole curriculum, how
low key.
Going about it, yeah. Definitely.
But yeah, guys, you heard it there first. Justin, first time reacting to Mr. Rogers. I'm glad I got to put you onto him as well, and I can imagine for so many people watching, especially in our generation who don't have that kind of stuff, and we see what people watch nowadays, the media that they consume, TikTok, all of that stuff. I feel like even now in the world that we are in now, someone like a Miss Rogers is even more important in this kind of world, in my opinion.
Imagine if everyone was like him, how the world would be.
All right,
that's just how I think about
question.
It. Like, if everyone was like you, how would the world be?
Ooh.
And
that's a good question. Actually, you guys comment down below. I want to know your answers to that question as well. That's a very good question. But yeah, guys, look, that's been the reaction. Let us know if you guys want to check out any more. If you want me to put Justin on any more Miss Rogers stuff, or some other influential people in your lives. Again, as always, I'd love to know how Miss Rogers influenced you guys watching. He's someone that influenced me quite a bit. Obviously, I haven't came across him more recently through these videos. So yeah, it was cool to kind of see what Justin thought. But other than that, guys, of course, if you want to see some of my other Miss Rogers reactions, I'll leave that links at the end of this one. And comment down a red heart if you made this point in the video, because this video is quite heartfelt. And yeah, guys, other than that, I've been boy JayFlex. I've been with Justin. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.